So I just have to take a moment and brag because I'm kind of proud of this little project that we did. So you probably saw the video a couple of months ago now, actually, where we had that really severe storm system that came through here, and it did a lot of damage. In fact, my insurance agent said that just his insurance company, the one that I'm with alone, had over 300,000 claims on that storm. So it was a really bad storm. And what I had originally was those chain link dog kennels, the ones you can buy at the big box stores, the 10 foot by 10 foot squares. You know, you put the panels together, you got a dog kennel, right? I had two of those linked together, so basically 10 foot by 20 foot area for a dog kennel. And I did have some 2x4s laid across the top of it with a very makeshift roof on there. Well, that thing sat there for 5 years and it never had any trouble at all. We've had lots of wind, lots of bad storms. It never went anywhere, so I didn't think a lot of it. But on that particular day, a couple of months ago, it got really bad. We literally had hurricane force wind. So I looked out the back window at one point and my doggy kennels were up in the air. And then it landed and went into a barrel roll, and it took out a tree, one of my favorite trees, and then it hit the fence, and then it smacked the side of the barn and did several $1,000s worth of damage to the barn that I still haven't got fixed yet. I'm still working on that. The insurance company has already paid us, but I'm just trying to find a roofer to come out and fix that. So anyway, the dog kennels, not only did I lose my dog kennels, but the dog kennels ended up doing most of the property damage because they went into that barrel roll. I accept full responsibility for that. I should have used those professional grade anchors to hold it to the ground, and I didn't. So I learned a tough lesson on that. And I decided I wasn't going to let that ever happen again. So what we decided to do this time, and the funny thing is, price-wise, it worked out to be the same cost, is we actually built a dog shelter. And Tucker's already checking it out here, looks like. So I just went and bought some wooden fence posts at the Tractor Supply, and I sunk them into concrete. So every one of these wooden posts is down in concrete. And then I boxed in the roof. I did go ahead and put some more roof panels on there for the puppies. But you can see how I boxed it all in with treated lumber. And then instead of using the metal panels, I got the polycarbonate, you know, plasticky kind of stuff. It's supposed to be really tough stuff, but it's also really lightweight. So in the future, when we have like really severe storms, I figure worst case scenario is that this stuff might get ripped off. But since it's plastic, even if those panels get ripped off, they won't do any damage downstream, no more collateral damage. The rest of the structure will never go anywhere unless we have a full-blown tornado, which I hope never happens. But yeah, so this was definitely the way to go. And like I said, I ended up with the same amount of money invested in this project as I would have had if I replaced those chain link dog kennels that I had. So just a couple little features here. This is the plastic pet fencing made by a company called Tenax, T-E-N-A-X, Tenax. I thought I would use this because not only is it 50 inches tall, actually I think it's actually 60 inches tall. So it's a little taller than your traditional woven wire farm fence like I've got over there. But not only that, but it's easy to work with. Very lightweight material. You know, you don't have to have a special machine to stretch it. You don't have to have a whole bunch of guys helping you. You know, I actually unrolled this myself and was able to pull it tight by hand while my dad ran the staples in. So it was real easy to work with, and we'll see how it goes. This is the Pro version, which has like 700 or 800 pounds of brake strength. And everybody says that it works really great. So as long as my dogs don't decide to try and chew on it, I think it'll be okay. Worst case scenario, if they do chew it up, I can always take this down and replace it with wire fencing, but I think this will be great. It's also a whole lot cheaper than the wire fencing as well. So got that done, and I used that special, well, not really special, but different kind of pet fencing. What do you think, Tuck? And then we put some 4-foot actual farm gates on here this time. No more wooden gates. The other ones obviously were chain link, but you know, when you build something out of wood, you could use a wooden gate. I didn't want to do that. because I don't want to worry about it warping over time and all that. So the metal gates obviously stay the same shape forever. And one of my favorite parts of all, I use these Speeco brand latches, S-P-E-E-C-O, and I got those at Tractor Supply. And the cool thing about those is they just slam shut, just like that. And you can actually lift this up and open them that way, or you can lift up the other one and open it in, and it just locks in place. And the dogs can't get out, and you don't need a bunch of hands to get this thing open. It's just a one finger operation, but I think even Australian Shepherds, as smart as they are, I don't think that they're gonna figure out how to get their little paws around here and lift up on that. So I shouldn't need a padlock anymore. If you wanted to put a padlock on here, you could, but shouldn't need it. So I really love those latches. I put one on both sides. Got a little partition in here so that the two dogs don't get into a fight over something. You know, they do love each other, but they're both boys, and you know how brothers are sometimes. So I did separate the two kennels. Got their dog house back in there. The concrete blocks are just temporary to try and discourage them from digging out right now. But I'm going to come up with a more permanent solution for that later. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you this. I thought it was kind of cool, especially considering that we don't have any more money invested in this than we would have in those chain link ones. So there you go. If you want to build some dog kennels, it's not too bad. You just need some basic materials. The hard part's punching the holes. I got lucky because my neighbor has a big John Deere tractor with an auger on the back of it, and she let us borrow that. So I punched out all these holes. My dad brought the tractor over, and we punched these holes out in about 20 minutes. You like my silly looking hat? I tell you what, this hat keeps the sun off my bald head, so it's worth its weight in gold. But anyway, yeah, I just want to show you the little dog kennel project. Got a couple more things I need to work on around here. But I guess I'm going to be taking it easy next couple of days. I did have to carry a lot of concrete bags and fence posts and kind of wore myself out for a few days, but I just wanted to get it done. So anyhow, quick little video today. I just wanted to brag on that. No big deal, but it's pretty awesome dog kennel. It really is. All right, fellas. I got some more good car content coming this weekend, so stay tuned. We'll see you.